Hello, I'm Dr. David Miller. I'm 62 years old, and for more than 3 decades, I've walked alongside thousands of older adults, helping them regain their strength, flexibility, and most importantly, their faith in their own bodies. Today, I want to share with you a quiet story of renewal, what truly happens inside your body after 60. You see, most people believe weak legs are just a normal part of aging, but that's only half the story. I've heard the same line hundreds of times in my office. Doctor, I guess I'm just getting old. That's why I walk so slow. And I always tell them gently, age is just the surface of the story. The real cause lies deeper, in the silent depletion of vital nutrients your body has been missing for years. When your body no longer has the raw materials to repair muscle and nerve tissue during sleep, it begins to send signals. Heaviness in the legs, slower recovery after walking, or that unsteady feeling when you first get out of bed. Have you ever stepped out of bed in the morning and felt like your legs didn't quite belong to you anymore? I remember one of my patients, Helen, 68 years old. She told me, I still walk every morning, but lately I can't climb the stairs without holding on. My legs just tremble. Her test revealed a severe vitamin D3 deficiency, something most people think only affects bones, but in truth, it fuels your muscles at their core. Vitamin D3, what I like to call sunlight in your sleep, plays a remarkable role. It activates muscle protein synthesis and regulates growth hormone, your body's natural repair system. But after 60, your skin's ability to produce D3 from sunlight drops by up to 75%. So even if you spend time outdoors, it's rarely enough. I suggested Helen take 2,000 to 4,000 IU of D3 before bed, along with a bit of healthy fat, maybe a glass of almond milk or half an avocado. 5 weeks later, she returned with a smile and said, Doctor, I climbed the stairs today without holding on, and I'm finally sleeping through the night. No more cramps. That's not magic. That's biology. Your body doing what it was designed to do, once it has the right tools at the right time. The human body is extraordinary. During sleep, it doesn't rest. It repairs. It rebuilds every muscle fiber, every nerve pathway. And vitamin D3 is the light that helps that inner craftsman see clearly. When you restore it, you don't just strengthen your muscles. You sleep deeper, feel steadier, and rediscover the freedom in your own steps. So if your legs have been slowing down lately, don't rush to blame age. Think of D3, the sunlight your body can still absorb, even in the dark of night. Imagine this. Your brain and your legs are like two ends of a wire. The brain sends the signal and the legs respond with movement. But if that wire frays or the insulation around it wears down, the current can't travel smoothly. In the human body, that wire is your nervous system, and the protective coating around it is called the myelin sheath. As we age, the stomach produces less acid, which makes it harder for the body to absorb vitamin B12 from food. And that's when the connection between the brain and the legs starts to flicker. Have you ever felt that tingling in your feet? Those little muscle twitches at night? Or that odd sense that your steps don't quite feel real? Like you're walking on cotton? That's your body whispering, I'm running low on B12. One of my patients, Mary, age 74, once said to me, Doctor, I eat well, eggs, fish, meat, but my legs still tremble. They still go numb. When we ran her labs, her B12 levels were barely half of what's considered healthy. After a few weeks of taking methylcobalamin, a form of B12 that dissolves under the tongue and goes straight into the bloodstream, she came back smiling. Last night, I slept 6 hours straight without any cramps. And this morning, my legs actually listened to me again. B12 isn't a magic pill, but it is the life current that keeps your brain and muscles talking to each other. Taking it before bed gives your body the quiet time it needs to rebuild the myelin sheath, that armor around your nerves, improving reflexes, reducing numbness, and easing those nighttime spasms. It's not age that weakens us, it's disconnection. And sometimes, one small B12 tablet before bed is all it takes to reconnect that wire, to bring back balance, steadiness, and confidence in every step you take. Because feeling young again doesn't come from time, it comes from finding your body's natural rhythm once more. Now imagine your body as a construction site. Your bones are the foundation, calcium is the building material, and vitamin K2, especially the MK7 form, is the quiet foreman making sure everything goes where it should. When K2 is present, calcium is directed into your bones, keeping them strong. But when it's missing, that valuable material starts to drift, building up in joints and blood vessels, making you stiff, sore, and less mobile. One of my patients, Richard 71, told me his knees felt like they were filled with gravel. Despite taking calcium, D3, and fish oil, he still struggled with pain climbing stairs. Tests showed his K2 levels were nearly zero. I added K2 MK7 to his nightly D3 routine. 8 weeks later, he came back beaming. "Doctor, I can climb the stairs without holding on. My legs feel light again." I wasn't surprised. When D3 and K2 work together, they're a perfect pair. D3 helps your body absorb calcium into the blood, and K2 guides it to the right place, into your bones, not your joints or arteries. A European study found that adults over 65 who took K2, MK7, nightly for 8 weeks increased their quadriceps strength by up to 30% and significantly improved their balance. So if your knees feel stiff in the morning or your legs heavy when you walk, it may not be age. It might just be calcium going the wrong way. K2 is like a loyal night watchman, quietly working while you sleep, guiding calcium home to your bones, keeping your muscles relaxed and your blood vessels supple. If you're already taking D3 and calcium but still feel weak, let K2 join the team. When your body's rhythm is in sync, you'll notice the change: stronger legs, smoother joints, and steps that feel lighter, as if life itself has handed you back a little piece of your youth. Picture this: every vitamin you take is like a seed, but even the best seed won't sprout without the right soil and light. In your body, that soil is healthy fat, the key that helps vitamins dissolve and be absorbed, especially D3 and K2. I can't tell you how many times patients have told me, "Doctor, I take my vitamins every night, but I don't feel any different." And when I ask what they take them with, most say, "Just water." That's the problem. Fat-soluble vitamins can't do their job without a partner to carry them into your bloodstream. Think of your body as a transport system. If there's no fuel, the delivery stops halfway. I remember one patient, Eleanor, 69 years old, disciplined, mindful about her health. She took her vitamins regularly, ate clean, but still felt tired, slept lightly, and her legs were weak. I told her to try one small change: eat a spoonful of almond butter or half a boiled egg before taking her vitamins. 6 weeks later, she came back beaming. "I don't know why, but ever since I started doing that, I've been sleeping better, and I feel stronger." Sometimes the biggest difference comes from the smallest details: a warm glass of almond milk, a little nut butter, a few slices of avocado. These can dramatically boost how your body absorbs vitamins. And one more thing: avoid alcohol or caffeine after 8 p.m. They're like noisy guests who show up uninvited, keeping your digestive system busy and leaving your vitamins with nowhere to go. At our age, we don't need more things. We just need to do the right ones with care. A simple bedtime snack, a few quiet minutes before sleep, and one vitamin taken the right way. Sometimes that's all it takes for your body to recover, absorb, and return to its natural balance. Now imagine your body as a garden. Those vitamins are the seeds, but if the soil is too compact, they can't grow. The soil in this case is your bloodstream. And to open it up, all you need is a little movement before bed. Many of my patients have said, Doctor, I take my vitamins every night but still feel no change. And I ask, do you move before taking them? Almost all shake their heads. Just 5 minutes of slow walking around the house or a gentle stretch for your legs can make all the difference. Movement wakes up your circulation, allowing nutrients to reach your muscles and bones faster. I remember Helen, 67, who told me her legs felt stiff every morning, heavy even after taking D3 and K2 nightly. I suggested she walk slowly around her home for 5 minutes before taking them. 2 weeks later, she returned with brighter eyes and said, "This morning, I got out of bed without holding on to anything. My legs felt light, really light." I wasn't surprised. When you move, your blood vessels open, your heart pumps stronger, and your cells receive what they need. That's why I always tell my patients, take your vitamins after an evening walk. That's when your body is most ready to absorb. Gentle movement doesn't just help your muscles and bones, it also clears the mind. A quiet walk, a few deep breaths, and suddenly the day's noise fades. Do it every night, and you'll see the difference. Deeper sleep, faster recovery, steadier legs, as if time itself has slowed down, letting you step forward a little lighter, a little younger. I often tell my patients, there's no vitamin more powerful than a good night's sleep. The human body is extraordinary. It knows how to heal itself, but only if you give it the time and space to do so. And that time begins the moment you drift into deep sleep. Think of your body as a nighttime laboratory. While you rest, millions of cells quietly get to work, repairing muscles, regenerating nerves, and releasing restorative hormones. That's your body's night shift, where strength, memory, and balance are all being reprogrammed for the day ahead. One of my patients, Alice, age 70, once told me she did everything right, took her vitamins, ate healthy, exercised daily, yet she still felt tired, her legs weak and her memory fading. When I asked how long she slept, she laughed. 4 or 5 hours, doctor. At my age, that's enough. I smiled and said gently, no, it isn't. Your body's waking up before it's had a chance to heal. Even if you take all the right vitamins, B12, D3, K2, your body can't use them fully if you never reach deep sleep. Rest isn't just downtime. It's the foundation where healing happens. Studies show that adults over 60 who sleep at least 7 quiet hours each night have higher muscle density, sharper memory, and 30% better balance. That's because during deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, nature's built-in repair signal. So treat your sleep as your most valuable free medicine. Dim the lights, take a few deep breaths, let your mind settle. While you rest, your body will take care of the rest, restoring, rebuilding, and preparing you for another day of strength and clarity. Science tells us that even after 70, your body can still grow new muscle cells and reconnect nerve pathways, as long as it's allowed to rest and be nourished. You don't need to believe in miracles. You just need to believe in your own biology. So if you're listening to me now, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what does my body really need? Maybe it's not more pills or more exercise. Maybe it's reconnection between your brain and your legs, between rest and nourishment. Let B12 awaken your nerves, D3 rebuild your muscles, and K2 keep your bones and blood vessels strong. These nutrients won't make you young again. They'll simply help you return to yourself steady, balanced, and whole. To me, aging isn't about losing something. It's about understanding your body more deeply. Life is still happening in every heartbeat, every step, every breath. When you give your body what it truly needs, it responds with strength, flexibility, peaceful sleep, and light mornings. Sometimes the secret to staying well after 60 isn't about doing more. It's about finding harmony between B12, D3, and K2, between rest and recovery, between heart and body. Because when you live in balance, your body remembers how to be strong again. If this message resonates with you, give the video a like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more simple, science-backed ways to keep your body strong, resilient, and at peace, one day at a time.